right now on ABC 10 News at 4 o'clock.
It was a nightmare, like a really quick nightmare.
A chaotic and deadly scene near San Diego City College. A car plows into several people, killing at least 3. What we're learning about the driver, now in custody. Plus, another round of storm conditions across San Diego County, the warning to drivers. And Positively San Diego, the woman helping local seniors sign up for a vaccine appointment.
ABC 10 News at 4 starts now.
At least 3 people are dead after this car jumped the sidewalk and crashed into a group of people. Several others were injured. Most of the victims are homeless. This happened in a tunnel near San Diego City College in the East Village area downtown. Good afternoon. I'm Kimberly Hunt, and we begin our team coverage with ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner. She is live at the scene with the details on the investigation into the driver. Jen?
Yes, Kimberly, the driver is a 71-year-old man. He has been charged with vehicular manslaughter. You can see the scene behind me. Crews are working right now to clear out all of the debris. This happened underneath the San Diego City College Bridge. A warning to viewers, the details of the crash and some of the video is disturbing. This was the scene just afterward. Let's play that video for you. It was chaotic. Several victims were seen being treated. One with a leg injury, clearly still in shock, being helped to get treatment. Still at the scene, a Volvo with extensive front end damage. According to San Diego police, the driver, identified as Craig Voss, reportedly ran the car up onto the sidewalk and it struck several people who were there with tents and other personal belongings. SDPD says he stopped to help to render aid, but 3 people were pronounced dead on scene. Another 5 were taken to area hospitals, 2 of them in critical condition. At this afternoon's press conference, Fire Rescue Chief Colin Stoll and SDPD Chief David Nislight told reporters about the response and about the driver who is in custody, suspected of DUI, and what he is now facing.
He is a resident of the city of San Diego, and he is under arrest for 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter, 5 counts of causing great bodily injury while committing a felony, and 1 count of felony DUI.
Our crews, we train for this. We practice this during training sessions, but there's just no way to prepare for something that is this devastating.
And SDPD said they expect the roadway here to be closed for the rest of the day while the criminal investigation continues. Reporting live from downtown, Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Jennifer. We know multiple people were taken to the hospital with injuries from this crash. And ABC 10 News reporter Leah Pizzetti is joining us live from UC San Diego Health. She is in the Hillcrest area with a look at who was hurt and what is being done to help those survivors. Leah?
Kim, a few of those victims were brought here to UC San Diego here in Hillcrest. Now, that tunnel where it happened is a place where people sleep and seek shelter, especially on rainy days like today. So witnesses say there were many people in the tunnel when this incident happened today. So of those 4 taken to local hospitals, like I said, 2 of them were brought here to UC San Diego Health in Hillcrest. Victims were also taken to Scripps, Mercy, and Sharp Memorial. I spoke to many homeless advocates today who say people sleeping on sidewalks is of course a safety concern, and this is the proof. So they're asking local leaders to step up and create more concrete ways to help people living on the streets.
But a convention center shelter bed, a shelter bed period, is not what people need. We need housing, we need supportive services, and right now we need help for the folks, the victims, the survivors of this horrific accident.
Now, Mayor Todd Gloria did speak today about resources for the homeless community, encouraging people on the streets to take advantage of the beds the city has to offer. Mayor Gloria going on to say helping the homeless is a priority for him, and he does want to make sure those 3 people who lost their lives today did not die in vain. Reporting live from Hillcrest, Leah Pizzetti, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Leah. We received this statement from the organization People Assisting the Homeless. It said, in part, This location has long been known as a gathering place for the unsheltered population, and PATH will assist those displaced by today's crash get access to shelter and services. The organization also offered condolences to the lives lost today. You can keep track of this developing story with our ABC 10 News mobile app. It is free in the App Store. We'll also have continued coverage on ABC 10 News at 5 o'clock. Winter is not leaving without saturating the county with one last storm. Officials urge drivers to be cautious after multiple crashes this afternoon. We'll get to the forecast in just a bit, but first, ABC 10 News reporter Nate Holmes is joining us live from Webster. And Nate, one woman had to be rescued from her car.
Well, Kim, thankfully, she is expected to be okay. Now, the rain has made its way through some areas. Other neighborhoods still seeing some wet roads, and the wind is still pretty steady in some areas, especially in our mountains and desert. So it's important for drivers to continue to be safe out on those roadways. Let's take a look at your screen. Caltrans sending out this message to drivers in Mission Valley, reminding them if their wipers are on, the lights need to be on as well. Now, rain is likely the cause of a 3-car crash. It happened on the Interstate 5 North, just north of Claremont Drive. Luckily, no one was hurt, but that wasn't the case in Old Town. A female driver hitting the center divide on I-5 North at Old Town. The car then crossed the northbound lanes before crashing down an embankment. We're told employees from a restaurant nearby saw the crash and helped the woman out of the car. She received minor injuries. Now, as we saw rain down here on our roadways, our mountain areas are expecting some snow, and neighbors in Julian have some tips for visitors planning to make that drive.
Please give yourself time and be patient because sometimes the roads can become congested. We are a 2-lane highway and it's not freeway. There are many lanes.
Now, coming up at 5, we'll have a full look around the county as rainfall poured through our neighborhoods. Nate Holmes, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Nate. And meteorologist Angelica Campos is tracking the storm conditions that's hitting most of the county today. Hi, Angelica.
Hi, Kim. That's right. This system is going to continue moving east, but even though the rainfall is becoming a little bit lighter for many areas and even some dry breaks, the winds are going to be a factor potentially into tomorrow. As you can see, the winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour. We're talking about potentially damaging winds, especially for our mountains and deserts. So the rain is not the only factor here. It is also going to get a lot colder tonight. And just like Nate mentioned, we are going to be changing over to snow in the mountains, and that's going to be happening tonight, potentially dropping to 3,500 feet. You're already start to see some of that snow mixing in our satellites and radar, mostly showers though, from Alpine all the way east. Temperatures will continue to plummet. And again, we're going to be monitoring those winds. In the North County, just a few areas with very light rain north of Valley Center and Camp Pendleton. So most everyone from Encinitas down to La Jolla, nice and dry as we go into the evening hours. But the chance for wet weather will continue into tomorrow morning. I'll show you all the different warnings, how cold it's going to be tonight, and also what to expect in our 7-day forecast.
All right, we'll check back in. Thank you, Angelica. COVID-19 vaccine eligibility expanded to millions of Californians today, including public transit and airport employees, plus those who live or work in high-risk settings such as jails and homeless shelters. As ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala explains, those who have high-risk medical conditions also qualify.
And if people are getting vaccinations, it's better for everyone.
Lauren Gillihan and her husband have been cooped up in their La Mesa home, unable to visit with family and friends for a year. They're worried about getting COVID-19. She has lupus, compromising her immune system, while her husband has type 2 diabetes.
We got our doctor's letter here.
Monday, they were finally able to book COVID-19 vaccination appointments.
I jumped on first thing in the morning because we're eligible today.
Californians between the ages of 16 and 64 with specific disabilities or high-risk medical conditions are now eligible to get vaccinated. The California Department of Public Health lists conditions including cancer, chronic kidney disease, Down syndrome, type 2 diabetes, and more. But San Diego County's list of qualified medical conditions expands beyond that, including those who have severe or moderate asthma, hypertension, liver disease, are overweight with a BMI of more than 25, type 1 diabetes, and more. The state also says people can qualify to get a vaccine if it's determined that a COVID-19 infection is likely to result in severe life-threatening illness or death. Those who are eligible are asked to first try to go through their healthcare provider. Other options include pharmacies, local health departments, community pop-up clinics, and the state's My Turn website. The state says people won't need to provide documentation of their health condition. Instead, they'll be asked to sign a self-attestation to prove they're eligible. But a San Diego County spokesperson says here, people are asked to only verbally confirm they have a qualifying condition.
I got the letter just in case.
For Lauren, getting the vaccine means getting her life back on track.
I'm going to hug my kids. I already have a mental list of the first things that I'm going to do.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
Right now, vaccine supply is still very limited, which means appointments won't always be available. The state expects the vaccine supply to increase throughout the spring. The vaccination superstation at the Del Mar Fairgrounds is facing yet another closure this week. It will be closed Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday due to a shortage of vaccine doses. Scripps Health received a low number of doses this week as well. If you had an appointment on one of those days, it will automatically be rescheduled through the My Turn online appointment system. Meantime, a new vaccination opening today in the North County. The site is located at the North Coastal Health and Human Services facility. The walk-in clinic is expected to administer over 700 vaccinations every day. It's replacing the current Oceanside Vaccine Center at the North Coastal Live Well Center. The new site opens tomorrow. It will be open 5 days a week from 9:30 to 3:30. Appointments are required.